We are meeting here as different movements. We have Bunge la Mwananchi, Jeevanjee. We have Bunge la Mwananchi, Westlands. We have the Civil Society Reference Group. We have the Kenyan Peasants League, and also we have got community groups from across the county. As you are aware that the Nairobi City County Assembly has organized for public participation on the county annual development plan for 2026-2027. And these meetings are supposed to take place on 14th in around 10 sub-counties, and then on 15th in 7 sub-counties. So as we are here, we are residents representing 6 sub-counties across the county and coming from 13 wards. The purpose for this meeting was to prepare ourselves on how we are going to participate in these meetings. As you know, in most cases, the county does not provide information on time. And that's why the purpose of this meeting was for us to go through the annual development plan, identify key areas from our own wards, and also to be able to plan on how we are going to participate in these meetings in all the sub-counties that have been identified. And to help us plan towards that, we have organized for a series of meetings across the county, and starting tomorrow, where we'll be in Westlands, specifically Kitisuru Ward, to meet the residents there. And then on Saturday, we'll be at Bunge la Mwananchi in Westlands, located at Mountain View, where again, we are going to get residents from all the 5 wards within that sub-county. And again, on Monday at 4, we shall be at Jeevanjee. And as you know, Jeevanjee Bunge has got people from all the 85 wards. So in these meetings, we have developed a memorandum, which is a draft, based on the annual development plan, which we will take to the public for them to add their views and also append their signatures as part of the memorandum signatures. So this program is aimed at ensuring that a majority of people participate in this process. So this is a program that we are going to run from now, and as you are aware, the public participation calendar starts on 1st of July and it ends on 30th of June the following year. So we are going to go through different stages. Right now we are on the stage of the annual development plan, and then the next one will be on the county budget review and outlook paper. The next one will be the sectoral hearings that are already going on. Different sectors have got meetings that are going on up to February next year. We shall also be looking at the county fiscal strategy paper, that is in next year, looking at the budget estimates, the procurement plan, and finally we will be looking at the approved budget. So throughout these stages, we will be organizing pre-meetings with the citizens of Nairobi County for them to be able to give their views. We're also looking at engaging with the county, and we have already written to the county assembly. We have also written to the county executive. And after these meetings, we are going to do a report that we shall share with the county with a view of identifying the gaps that we have noted. Because our intention is not to fight the county, but our intention is to see how can citizens work with the county to ensure that the public participation takes place effectively. So we are looking at several sectors like the Green Nairobi sector, looking at the issues of waste management, waste collection, looking at the issue of climate change, issues of environment. We are looking at issues to do with the land and housing, mobility, healthcare and wellness, early childhood education, and things like that. So these areas, we are looking at them because they are areas that are affecting the people directly. So for example, if you look at inclusivity, the county says that it has to ensure that at least 30% of procurement opportunities go to women, youth, and people with disabilities. So these meetings are aimed at preparing our people, because we have many youths with companies. We have many women with companies across the Nairobi who can supply pens, they can supply, let me say, seedlings or things that the county needs. But we are concerned that the county has not been looking at this 30% procurement share for the women, the youth, the marginalized, and people with disability. So these meetings will also be able to make the work of the county easier by identifying these groups and organizing meetings with the concerned county departments to ensure that they take place effectively. So in short, we are looking at assisting the county in developing priorities. Right now, we have got health workers on strike. We have county workers saying they are not being paid money. Yet the county has been having a plan annually. We have noted that the county has been noting, identifying health as a priority area, but when it comes to allocation, they don't allocate money to that sector. They are saying that, environment, waste collection, and we have been seeing the county going around everywhere. Yet you find that the money that is being allocated to waste collection is very little. Water provision is very little. Healthcare is very little. And we have noted that the county always budgets for these sectors on funds that are coming from donors, well-wishers, and grants, which is not predictable. And that's why, despite the fact the county is planning for health, we're still having health workers going on strike. We want the county to plan for these critical sectors with the money that is coming from the national government, the equitable share, because that money is predictable. It must come. So our work is to facilitate and help augment what the county is supposed to be doing in terms of public participation. So thank you so much. For the past 4 days, the county has been holding the COMESA regional trade meeting in Nairobi. And this meeting was looking at the issue of digitalization of trade. So we are looking at digitalizing trade, agriculture, healthcare, so that they are saying that it can be able to facilitate faster growth in the region. So when we're talking about common market for East and Southern Africa, we are wondering whether a trader in Kangemi market is able to access the COMESA market. A trader in Gikomba is able to access the Uganda market. So when we're talking about digitizing trade issues, then who is benefiting? Because we have seen, for example, government digitizing title deeds. So it means that if somebody wants to buy land, then you can go to a portal, pay some money, and know whether the land you're going to buy is legal or not. So we are paying money to somebody who has digitized your title deed. At what point is this money going to the owner of the title deed, for example? So we are saying that when the government talks about digitalization, we should look at the issue of data protection, our data sovereignty. So if we are giving multinational companies who are coming from Europe to take the tender of digitizing our trade, then at what point are the people of Kenya going to benefit? At what point are we going to have our own data security? So we're asking the government that even as we're talking about common market for East and Southern Africa, we have common markets for Nairobi County, in Kangemi, in Mathare, in Kangware, in Gikomba. How are these markets going to be made to work for the people of Nairobi County who are depending on them? Thank you so much.
Mimi ni mkaaji wa Parklands. Tumekuja mahala hapa tukiwa na lengo moja, kwa sababu tuko na serikali ambaye ni serikali ya county ambaye ndiye ya karibu sana kwetu na ndiye inastahili kuwa inachukulia majukumu yetu kwa maanani. Tumekuja hapa juu hivi karibuni on 14th, sisi kama watu wa sub county ya Westlands kutakuwa na public participation, na tumekuja hapa ili turudi kwa mashinani tukaelimisha watu wetu, juu watu wengi hawajui maana ya public participation. Na ndiyo sababu unaona county inafanya vile inataka, juu sisi hatujielewi. Kwa hivyo sisi tumekuja hapa kama watu wa kwenda huko, kama walimu wa kuelimisha wale wengine ambaye ndio wengi, ambaye hawajui ni nini wanahitaji ama ni nini wanataka wafanyiwe. Sisi kama wazazi, sisi kama wamama, tunasikia huzuni sana tukiona watoto wetu vile wamefinyiliwa, ili hali wanastahili kuwa wanapata kazi, wanastahili kuwa wanajikimu, na sisi ndiye sana sana tunawashughulikia. Juu unakuta biashara zetu zimerudi chini, ili hali county inafaa itupatie mahali pa soko. Kama kwetu Parklands hatunanga soko, na ni jukumu la county government ya Nairobi kuwa wametutengea soko ili hata sisi tuwe na mahali ya kuuzia. Tunataka tukienda kwa kiwanja, kuna maswali tunataka kuuliza county government, ambapo kuna mambo mengi wamekuwa wakituahidi. Tumekuwa tukipeana proposals zetu. Tunataka hospitali, tunataka tuwe na mahali ya kuweka takataka, na hizi zote hatujawahi pata. Kwa hivyo tunataka tukienda pale tuangalie mambo yenye tumewakilisha hapo mbeleni, ni gani ambayo imetimizwa na ni gani haijatimizwa, ili tujue kulingana na ile pesa ambayo imetengewa hiyo kitengo, sisi tutanufaika aje ama ni wapi tumenufaika. Na hiyo ndio sababu tuko hapa, ili tukifika 14th tuwe tuko na jambo la kuwakilisha na tuko na jambo la kuitisha serikali ambaye hiyo ndio haki yetu. Imekuwa ya kwamba tumefinywa juu hatujui haki zetu, na hapa ndipo mahali pazuri pa kuelimishana ili tujue haki zetu, na tukirudi pia tuelimishe wale wengine. Jeevanjee wameachwa nyuma sana juu serikali ya kaunti kuna mahali imekosea. Hawajawahi kuwa na wakati mwema wa kupeana elimu kwa watu wa mashinani. Jeevanjee hawajui ni wapi wanaweza anzia na ni wapi wanaweza fikia. Kama sisi watu wa chini, mtoto akimaliza shule amekuwa ni wa mzazi. Serikali ya kaunti hakuna vile imechukulia ya kwamba inataka pia huyu mtoto ajiendeleshe, na hapo ndio tunataka kupambana, tujue hawa watoto wetu tutakaa na wao vile tulianza nao ndivyo wataendelea. Kwa hivyo lazima tuseme hapana na tuitishe haki yetu na tupewe haki yetu.
Tumekuwa tukishiriki kwa process ya public participation, especially from the time hii serikali imeingia, na notice a lot of gaps. One, attendance ya citizens iko very low, na one because the county assembly ama the county government, but specifically the county assembly in article 196 na the national assembly article 118 ndio zilikuwa tasked na responsibility ya kuhakikisha kwamba wamefundisha raia yale mambo ambao inafanyika kwa bunge, wawahusishe processes zenye zinafanyika kwa assembly, so that waparticipate wakielewa ni nini wanafanya, wajihusisha kikamilifu kutengeneza sheria, kuamend sheria, kupitisha budget na kadhalika. But tumeona county hazifanyi hivyo, pia national government haifanyi hivyo, na iko very deliberate kwa sababu hawataki raia wajue ndio waparticipate ndio waweze kufuatilia yale mambo inafanyika. Jambo la pili, tukiangalia counties, tumekuwa tukifuatilia several counties zote ambazo CSRG iko na presence, na tumeona kukuwa na gaps. Most of them wanafanya copy pasting ya hizi CIDP, ADP, na hizo zote bora tu wametimiza the minimum requirements kuhakikisha wamepata approval ya kutumia pesa. Na to address Nairobi County in particular, Nairobi kila mwaka wanafanya budget ya over 40 billion, and yet the highest wanaweza raise in any year haijawahi pita 13 billion. Na kila ward Nairobi in all the 85 wards inapewangwa every year 23 million. So one thing to notice ambayo it's a big gap, after wametengeneza hiyo budget wataanza na kulipa vitu ambazo ni priority, alafu ile pesa itatengewa development itakuwa ni ile ambayo haitapatikana, because county itapata equalization fund ambayo ni around 20 billion, na ikuje ipate hii ingine ambayo ni 13 billion, ikuje around 33. So the highest Nairobi inaweza work nayo ni around 34 billion, na hii ingine yenye mabaki karibu 6 to 10 ndio huwa wanatengea mambo ya development, na kwa sababu haitapatikana ndio maana kunanga development inafanyika Nairobi. So but tunaona every year kuna 23 million inaenda kwa wards. Mbona tusikuwe practical, tufanya what the constitution says, tukuwe na sustainable development? Hii 23 million iwe inagawanywa in all the villages zenye ziko kwa ward, so that if a ward like for example Karura ward has got 6 villages ama 6 polling stations, ugawe hiyo 23 million ipate 3 million every year. That 3 million will have a very big impact in that particular village and that particular polling station. Kwa sababu ikipata 3 million every year, in 5 years itakuwa imepata 15 million. Na hiyo 15 million iko na a lot of impact. And yet all the 85 wards, kila moja ikipata 23 million, it's only 2 billion out of the 13 yenye county itakuwa ime collect for any financial year. And that one will be more realistic than budgeting for something that will never happen. So it is time we now go back to the grassroots, because tunajua county imeshindwa kumobilize, county imeshindwa kutrain, na sisi kama civil society reference group tunachukulia hiyo jukumu kama a people led initiative ya kuhakikisha tuna change the narrative. Tuende kwa vijiji to make sure raia wamejihusisha to come up with homegrown solutions to their own problems, so that kwa kijiji kama ni maji wanahitaji, wakipewa pesa waelekeze kwa maji. The following year, we can address another problem. In 5 years, they'll have solved the problems. But we are still living in a situation whereby people still think that it is the politicians who will come and solve our problems, when the constitution has reversed the power, iko kwa mikono ya raia. So we want to make sure that all the citizens are aware of what to do, and especially the young generation. I'm sure right now they are waiting to oppose the finance bill next year, and yet the process has begun now. So we are appealing to the young generation to make sure that it takes full responsibility ya kufuatilia hii process from the onset, so that by the time tunapata finance bill next year by around June, they already know what they are anticipating, and they can arrest it at an earlier stage.